انجمن شهر از منطقه ویلودیل هستیم. ایشون سالهاست که در این منطقه هستش، یک عضو با سابقه شهرداری هستش. در هر حال روز دوشنبه 6 اکتبر اومدیم در خدمتشون که در رابطه با مسائل ویلودیل و ایوانیان کامیتی سوالاتی داشته باشیم. John, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
So John, how many years are you city councilor?
I've been a city councilor for 23 years. Before that I was chairman of the school board. So I've had now more than 25 years of public service in Willowdale.
Okay, so Willowdale has changed drastically when you get elected.
Yes.
Till now.
Yes.
It is one of the most populated ward. 85,000 people, more than that?
At least I'd say close to 100,000 now.
Yeah, so how it's changed?
Well, it's changed. It used to be like a small town when I first moved into the area in 1979. It was like a small town, and now it's like a big city with a small town component to it. So you sort of have the best of both worlds. I think the change has been very good because we still have the neighborhoods with the houses, and they don't have too much traffic on most streets, and but it's very close to, you can walk to the culture, you can walk to restaurants from serving great food from around the world. You're exposed to all cultures in the schools. The students learn about all cultures, make friends with all cultures. So it's been a very positive change. It's worked very well.
Okay, so but one of the negative of growth is the congestion of the traffic. So what is the plan?
Well, the plan is, first of all, the biggest congestion is at Yonge and Shepherd. So we're taking the Yonge 401 interchange and we're doing what should have been done when it was first built in the 1950s, which is create an overpass so that the cars that are going southbound on Yonge Street wanting to go eastbound 401 will be able to do an overpass or an underpass so that they are not blocking a lane of traffic. So that will free up an entire lane. Just by itself. We're also connecting Doris Avenue through to Avondale Avenue and widening that to 4 lanes so that if Yonge Street is congested, people can turn down on Avondale and take an alternative route. So those are 2 very big things that are already underway.
So it is on the people who use the car, but what about the public transit such as subway, which is essential? So
yes, transit. So most of the traffic, some of the traffic comes from the condominiums in the area, but most of it comes from north of Steeles Avenue, from the 905 areas. So we have to improve public transit so that people will take transit into the city, not their cars. So I like the Smart Track proposal, which provides 53 kilometers of subway with 23 stops at a cost of less than $8 billion, which in terms of building subway, that's very inexpensive, very practical, very affordable. And that's the most important first thing we need to do. That doesn't mean we stop there. We have to develop a plan that does many things simultaneously. But it has to be a realistic plan that we can fully fund and that the public is behind and all of the politicians are behind.
You are right, but the point is that time is going very fast and the cost of construction is high. You know that in the last 22 years that I am in Canada, and since 1979 you are in this riding, even one kilometer is not added to the subway system or transit. And we are in one city which is the 3rd city in North America as one of the world-class towns, Toronto. So when comparing to European countries, we are very, very behind. Even some of the developed countries,
That's
they
right.
are very ahead of us on the issue of subway. When on the other hand, we have problem with the Torontonian are trapped between three parties who drag the people, because one party in federal, one party in province. Somebody wants to give money, the other one they don't want to give the money, and it needs billions of dollars. So what is the really
The solution is to have real leadership, so a mayor who can get along with council and who the public supports broadly, and that gives you a lot of political power with the provincial government and with the federal government. If you have a popular mayor who has the full backing of council and we come up with a transit plan that the public supports, then we will get the federal and provincial governments to kick in their share. As long as we keep fighting with each other, they will sort of back away and say, come and talk to us after you've figured things out. So we've spent 4 years, wasted years, fighting with each other. That will end on October 28th, and we can start moving ahead with a plan that will bring the other governments in.
somehow that's right, but the point is that